You're right there, YouTube. It is Crackoon again, bringing you another gameplay. Commentating my way here again, bring you some more Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Like I do, gonna be bringing you a 6v6 hardpoint on the map Hijacked, using the MP7 with 3 attachments. So I'm running the suppressor, the adjustable stock, the laser sight. On top of that, I'm running a perk setup, Ghost and Hardline for my first tier of perks. My second perk is Cold Blooded. My third is Dexterity. On top of that, I'm running 2 wildcards, one being first perk greed to allow me to have 2 first tier perks, being Ghost and Hardline, the second being Primary Gunfighter to allow me to have 3 attachments on my primary weapon, which I just stated before. On top of that, I'm running the kill streak setup, the Lightning Airstrike, the Stealth Chopper, the Orbital VSAT. Boom! Getting on with it, doing like we do, beasting some people off, man. Was that an alright boom? I don't know, I might have to give it another one. Boom! Getting on with it, doing like we do. Yeah, on to my point, kind of want to get balls deep into it. You know, with such, holy shit, how dark is it outside? Sorry, I just had a look out the window. It's extremely dark and it's only 4:45. It's like pitch black outside already. But yeah, anyway, on to my point. Yeah, talking a little bit about the gameplay first. Obviously bringing you a gameplay on Hijacked, and never brought a gameplay before on Hijacked. Want to talk about the map a little bit first. Kind of reminds me of Nuketown. It's kind of the Nuketown of Black Ops 2 in my opinion. They shouldn't have never brought Nuketown 2025 back. It's just nostalgia. To be fair, it's shit. It's not even within public matchmaking. It's more of a special deal, you know. I don't really care for it. Full stop. You know, what's the point? So now, Hijacked is my new Nuketown, and the same scenario goes for Hijacked as what it did for the original Nuketown within the original Black Ops. In the original Black Ops, Nuketown was one of them maps where it's kind of like you either did exceptionally good, managed to maintain your kill streak for a very long time, and not take a significant amount of deaths. The correlation to that was you'd also get in them games on Nuketown in which you take a shitload of deaths, you'd get a shitload of kills, and it would be an eye for an eye scenario. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like taking, you give an eye, you take an eye. You know what I mean? You take an eye, you give an eye, or whatever. You know, that's the scenario that I was seeing within Nuketown, and it still kind of goes for this. So, you know, you look at it and it's like, well, you get them gameplays on Hijacked in which you pretty much, you know, you do a flawless kind of implementation of your techniques and your skills and, you know, your gameplay style or whatever it is like that, and it works. Let alone that, I'm level 12, Prestige 6 within this gameplay. Who else you know be dropping score lines like this when they're Prestige 6 level 12? Who else you know? Obviously I've unlocked my, you know, my patented kill streak setup, being the Lightning Airstrike, the Stealth Chopper and the Orbital VSAT. I permanently unlocked the Stealth Chopper and the Orbital VSAT with, like, you know, prestige tokens or whatever it is, as I've been going through my prestiges. So, you know, obviously that kind of, you know, it kind of gives me a bit more leeway to get score lines such as this, especially when I'm so strong with a lot of the earlier weapons that have been unlocked, you know, as such like that. But anyway, that's not really my point. That kind of, you know, it don't really lead me onto my scenario. Going back to what I was saying about Hijacked, you know, close quarter map, ups and downs, eye for an eye, such like that. I want to talk about map design within Black Ops 2, and the scenario is in which it's kind of a map design evolution for Treyarch, and how they're kind of going for a similar close quarter battle scenario as what Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer did within Modern Warfare 3, and how they've got to kind of change the playstyle of the game to fit a more Modern Warfare action orientated kind of style of play or gameplay or whatever, you know. That's the way I've got to see it anyway, because I don't care what anybody says, yeah. Black Ops the original did not cater to rushes, especially when it came down to maps. You look at so many maps within that game that did not in any way, shape or form cater to rushes. Hazard, Discovery, what's that other one that I was thinking of, right? Crisis. Crisis being the fucking worst. That shit was horrific. And you know what, I'm going to stick with Crisis right now, because etc, etc, there was a lot of fucking really bad maps in Black Ops in my opinion. But yeah, you know, you look at it like that and you go, well, Crisis was a horrific map. There's no way a map should have been that big within Black Ops, or within any Call of Duty for that matter. There's no way that map should have been that big. You look at other maps as well, right? In fact, you know, that was a bad example. I'm going to go into this example. Launch. You look at Launch Compare Launch from Black Ops the original. Now compare it to Meltdown in Black Ops 2. The maps are almost identical. The rocket silo is in like exactly the same spot as in the nuclear tower. They're both round, you know, you both go into them. It's like exactly the same. They've both got an elevated middle with 2 slants leading up to the mid where, you know, where the flags or the objectives would be. They've both got 2 correlating sniper nests in which people can see from one side of the map to the other, being the 2 stronghold, like stronghold points. I don't know what the fuck I did there. Stronghold. Ho ho ho. Oh ho. Like, you know, whatever. Being the 2 stronghold points or whatever. You know, these are the scenarios that you've got to look at, and you see how Meltdown has been trimmed down and cut off all the excess shit that wasn't really needed within Launch, and now they've kind of made it a good thing, you know. I don't. It's really interesting when you think about it like that, because I didn't really, you know about this kind of correlation until I kind of thought about it a little bit, and then I was like, shit. Well, now that I think about it, the maps are pretty much identical, except it's been like, you know, it's like lost weight. It's like it's lost weight and it's been trimmed down. You know, it's, you know, all that shit. It's just interesting to me. Really interesting how they've got to change the map style. And essentially at the same time as that, it changed the gameplay style of the entire game just because of the maps, you know. And this doesn't just go for this map. It doesn't just go for Hijack. This goes for all the maps within Call of Duty Black Ops 2. In my opinion, all of them have kind of left that kind of excess maneuvering space that was within the original Black Ops. And now they're centering around fast-paced, action-orientated confrontations. So, you know, the maps all narrow down and, you know, intertwine and confront in chokehold points and stuff. I like the map design. I really do. I like the way how they've taken it from Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer and Modern Warfare 3, and how, you know, you look at Modern Warfare 3 and how, like, all the maps in that game were completely and utterly action orientated, close quarters, everything like that pretty much. You look at Hard Hat, for example, there's no point on that map that's really wasted. You know, the spawns on that map are probably the strongest spawns within any of the other maps within Modern Warfare 3, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They're so designated, and there's such a little kind of critiqued amount of space where the enemies or yourself will be spawning in, that you don't really run into, you know, spawn deaths as such. That's my opinion about it anyway. Same kind of goes within this game. So, you know, you take it for what it is. Even though the spawns are completely horrific on Hijacked, they're straight up fucked. Fucked. But anyway, that's all I've got to say for now. So, you know, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Peace!